Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 8, Trackside Talks. It's
Welcome.
really nice to have two special guests, Firoz.
Oh yes. Today's episode is about the changeover. She's gonna take over.
I'm taking over for you.
The transition back to a female.
I didn't get the
podcaster.
memo though, okay,
Oh, you
but,
didn't get
but I strongly agree.
Welcome back, Firoz and Vanessa.
Yeah.
It's been some time.
Yeah, I don't know who's the
I
returning
was
guest. I don't know if
the
it's Firoz
two of you
or
are y'all getting
Vanessa.
old. I was here in the last recording.
You were here, right?
Oh, please lah, Mangko.
But when you...
I don't know, when I was here, he wasn't here. So
Yeah, so... to
Yeah.
us-
Hey, excuse me, you only here for one episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Firoz, what has been on your mind? I know you mentioned a couple of things
yes.
before we started about
So,
Vanessa. So yeah.
I missed that episode, right?
Right.
So
Which
apparently,
episode? There's a few episodes you missed, you know.
One.
Okay.
I only missed one, right? Correct.
Okay.
Okay, I think
There's
so.
two.
Two. What's the second one? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, on her episode, the only thing I've heard about was her struggles with concept of gymming to maintain strength.
Okay.
She's afraid of putting on mass, right? So is that the only struggle that you had?
is that your
'Cause-
only takeaway from the episode?
No. So the thing is, I didn't listen to that episode.
Now we know
I was
Who is
that one
the
additional
monkey
viewer
here?
could have been Firoz, but...
I
Nah.
roughly
You didn't
did-
hear episode.
I know you were here lah.
I watch everything because I like hearing my own voice. But no, okay,
Yeah.
maybe we
So
could,
a quick
yeah.
recap for me. Like what was shared?
I sent you the link later.
summarize.
You listen to it.
She
no.
has
You know-
too much lah. It's like trying to get someone to summarize
This is
a compo,
also
no?
not for me. It's for the sake of the new listeners.
Huh.
Yeah.
New listeners.
We have
Oh.
new influx, man.
Nice.
Have you not seen our followers?
Yes, we have. We have a huge growth of people following us. So maybe Vanessa, you could start off with a quick recap on how you felt about the previous episode, and then maybe go into something that's exciting that happened a couple of weeks ago, which was one of the big races, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like in the previous episode, we talk about basically the struggles that I went through. Right, I shared a bit about that. Yeah, mainly. Honestly, it was a pretty long episode. I shared a lot. Yeah.
It was
so,
good though.
So point form. So gym. Then what?
Judgment from other people. Yeah, that kind of
Why
thing.
you're fast? What are you judging?
Not in terms of a performance, I think it's more on other stuff like
Yeah, other
like
stuff.
aesthetics.
Aesthetics,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, and then we talk about how I managed to deal with all these problems like previously. Yeah, and here I am today. And we also talk about, the previous race that I was going to run was Sing Open, and now it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great race.
And we did do a mini recap on that, on the results of Sing Open. But now we have the winner herself sitting here.
Correct. So I think we need to do justice to Vanessa and the accolades that came with during Sing Open. The last time round she wasn't here, right? When we read out the results. So for all the listeners who faithfully follow us, through the episodes, you would have known that in the last recap, Vanessa broke the 3,000 meter steeplechase national record. She clocked a time of 11 minutes and 9 seconds, right? And on top of that, she doubled up, right? 2 races, right, in one day.
Yeah. So it was mentioned in the previous episode.
It was mentioned without her, but this time round, you must give her some...
Let her blow up.
Okay. I mentioned
to hear her.
about she finishing her 1500 in 4:51.
Yeah.
Yeah, and came in third.
Yeah.
And that looks like a striding for you. Was it? We need to know.
Okay, give us the breakdown. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there were so many things that happened behind the scenes, honestly,
Okay.
before Sing Open. But okay, I would say kudos to them. They managed to make all the events happen.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all had the question of like, why was I the only contender in the Chicken Chase, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say much, but basically it's just like things happen behind the scenes. And okay, to be very honest, the local female scene here is not.
As
It's
populated.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
and we're working on that. Maybe
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that popular yet, especially for Steeplechase. Steeplechase is such a difficult event after all. Yeah, but basically kudos to the organizers. They allowed me to run it myself and I was definitely going to go for the national record back then. So yeah, managed to do it. Very happy. Yeah.
Okay.
Casually, like I didn't put in like 100%
Okay.
for the 1005, of course, because I was going for like the 3K steeplechase was the more important event for
Yeah.
me.
So it's like a warm up.
So given
Okay, don't say more lah.
given the fact that you were aiming for 3,000 steeple and yet you still dared to run the 1,500, which means to say you knew for sure that the record is yours. 100% you're gonna trash the record.
Trash the record.
Yeah, okay.
Because
wait.
if it's any of us, right, we will just focus on that event and that event
So
itself.
yes,
Correct?
I do think that perhaps Vanessa can correct me, but I do think that for her, she's confident of the 3,000 meter steeplechase.
That she's gonna break it.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be very honest, right? I only had one water jump training and Firoz was there. And I asked him for
I
advice.
was there also. What are you talking about?
yeah,
I was there also. You asked me to go and jump.
I was there also.
No, you were there.
I was there in spirit.
Yeah, so that,
Yeah, so you saw that water jump training and please, I don't need to say lah,
No,
okay?
but I mean, it's not too bad. Lah. But that day itself, right, she was telling me about how she can't believe that she is unable to break the record when she ran that pace for 21K, right?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's about the same pace. So I mean earlier on, right, we were talking about the Nagoya half marathon that I ran. And then it was like 3:47 pace. And it's almost the same pace as like the national record. Like
For
the previous
steeplechase.
day. Yeah. So like I was thinking like if I can run that pace for the half
21K.
marathon, doesn't make sense that I cannot do it for 3K. Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously like I'm not it's like I would never tell people that I'm 100% confident in breaking like a certain timing or a record lah. But then I was like, I should go for it.
Yeah, it's doable.
Right? Yeah. It's definitely doable.
Okay. And again, to
Yeah.
the audience, to do the math, she ran 21 kilometers. The pace that she ran was the record pace for the 3,000 meter steeplechase, which is 7 times lesser of the distance, right? 3,021K. Am I doing my math right?
But I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes.
definitely because it's a lot harder because like you got your hurdles and
Yeah.
then you got the water jump.
Alright.
It was so funny because that time, right, that training, the first water jump I did, right, I landed on both legs because it's like really my first time in a long time after
Jumping.
doing one,
Yeah.
So I landed on both legs. Then I like my hand was on the floor. Then I just like my knee, yeah. So like I just crouch down and then like landed on the floor. Then I like,
She thought
and
she
then
was
I
going
got
for a
up. Yeah, I was swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I got up and walked away. Then I thought like I looked around, right? I thought nobody saw it. Then after that, I just walked. Yeah. Then after that, I walked towards Nicole.
Yeah.
And then after that, she was like, I saw that.
Oh my.
Right.
Then after that, because Romaine was also training.
Yeah.
Then after that, she said in the group chat like, you face planted today. So everybody saw that. And I thought nobody saw it, but yeah.
Firoz could see, you know. Firoz was there.
I was there. I saw, hey, she was there.
Wow. We need a clip of that.
Yeah.
No one took a video.
No, okay.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, I do think we said about results. We didn't hear from you, so today was a good chance for us to like listen live. You know what happened at Sing Open.
One, if you say to summarize Sing Open for you in 5 words or less, what would you say?
I was too emotional.
Okay. Wow.
It was really like overwhelming. Like like overwhelming emotion. Like you know when you actually do it and then you just cannot believe it at that point of time. So I was like very emotional after that. I was just very happy. I saw my friends at the stands. You know, then I just knew I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's great. Yeah.
Right.
Congrats. Yeah.
Congratulations. I've got one more thing. I heard I was actually I've got some inside news
Oh shit.
that Vanessa did even better in the last race that she had. You know, she competed in one more race after Sing Open.
One more? What? Chasing the bus or something?
No, can I say that?
Oh, I actually did that before. Okay, but that's a different story.
I can say that, right?
Okay, yeah.
So over the weekend, was it last weekend?
Yeah,
weekend?
the previous,
Hong Kong.
Yeah, I went to Hong Kong.
Our dear national record holder for steeplechase went to Hong Kong athletics meet, is it? And then she ran a very quick time.
Another attempt for another record.
At 5,000 meters this time round,
5,000,
she clocked a time of 17 minutes 37 seconds, moving her to an all-time of number 2. in the Singapore records.
For the 5K?
And finished second
Nice.
behind our SEA Games gold medalist from Vietnam.
Vietnam,
Yeah, I can't pronounce the name, but it's a fast race. It's a fast
SEA
race.
Games gold medalist taking a chill, is it?
Yeah, she was.
she
In the
was doing
morning,
a
the morning itself, right? She ran a 3K steeplechase. And then after that, yeah.
she's
then after
No,
that
doing
she
what
went-
you did.
Okay.
She must have
She
heard trackside talks already.
Yeah.
Then she said, I need to do this.
I need
She
to
did
invite
that in the
her
last
also.
SEA Games, bro.
Oh yeah,
I know,
she
I know.
After the 5K, she straight away
know.
came out for steeple. So
Yeah.
5K was 16.
1,005.
1,005. Oh,
Yeah.
1,005.
was a fast time.
Fast time.
Everything was fast, yeah.
Everything was fun.
And then,
Okay.
Her 1,005 was 4.1 or 4.0.
So was that the
Sorry.
record that she broke for the 5,000 meter?
record?
For
No,
Vanessa?
no,
No,
I
no.
was-
So
I was
Vanessa
like
was
2
4
seconds
time
shy.
2
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit, I'm sure
okay.
you get in the next one.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, congratulations, Vanessa.
Yeah.
You know, big weekend of a big week of I don't know, big month of racing for you.
Yeah.
Anything coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to Taiwan Open in June.
Okay. And
Racing
what
the
event are you doing?
1,005 there.
Just the 1,005?
Yeah, just the 1,000.
I'm gonna do a double 1,005.
5,000.
I mean, you've done it once. Okay. All right. So it's a good time
To
to
introduce
the real guest of the show, not Shah Firoz. Someone who has quaked the scene in athletics. A young upcoming star, setting records, breaking some, and proving to the world, or at least to Singapore, that she's no matter to be trifled with. Okay.
Okay.
Let us put our hands together.
Wait.
Oh, not yet?
Shall we do a bit of intro first? Maybe I give you some stats.
That was the best intro. Okay,
Eh,
sure.
that was. Should have just invited her.
Yeah. Spoiler, you know, this guy. Yeah, sure, dig a math.
No. But you know what? You
Okay,
know,
let's do the math. This is the proper one, yeah.
Yeah, let's do the math when she's here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's hear from her. as well.
Yeah, okay. But today is a national record podcast interview. We are interviewing record holders here.
Except the three of us.
I've said the three of us. So let's welcome Faith Ford.
Please don't trip.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Hello,
maybe
hello.
you wanna
Everyone.
Adjust
pull
your
the
mic
mic
first.
Oh yes,
You wanna relax?
yes.
Okay.
Right. So what?
Alright.
She introduced herself. I'm
I knew. I've
under
never
18.
met Faith Ford. Maybe Firoz, Vanessa, and Melvin. You guys can.
My first time
First time?
meeting Faith in person, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's my first time as well.
No,
Nah,
shit,
kidding.
last year.
Okay. I mean, I
Totally.
only know Faith as a NSG runner, National School Games runner,
Okay.
and a pretty fast one at that. Yeah, and I mean, I foresee her reaching where she is and beyond, apparently. So yes, it's holding true. But the last, okay, before we go there, let's say what she has achieved.
Right.
That's far, right? So same like Vanessa, taking part in Sing Open, 1,500 as well, coming in fourth behind her in 4:53.
Wow.
Excellent.
Is that
And
a
then
PB?
No, 1
Yeah.
second away.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Close. Right, and then after which 3,000 was the following day or
Yeah, 3,000 was the following week. The next
the next day?
Wednesday. So the race was
Wednesday?
on Thursday, right?
Thursday and Friday, right? It's 2 days.
On Thursday. Singapore, yeah, 1,005 was on Thursday.
Yeah.
Then after that, she went to Dubai.
Yeah, I went to Dubai for my 3K.
For holiday.
Oh, it's
No,
not.
what's
Oh,
the- what's
okay,
it
okay.
Under
Dubai.
20 Asian champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
she went to Dubai
Asian
for
athletics.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, she ran the 3K there.
Yeah,
This is a 3K
Oh.
flat or Steeplechase? Okay.
flat.
Flat.
Yeah. No, I can't do steeple.
Okay.
No.
It's not your sport.
No.
Okay.
And
you
the
did
3K in 10 minutes, 30 seconds, coming in 8th with a national under 20 record.
10 minutes, 30 seconds, 3:10 per K. Holy.
No, 3:30.
No, sorry, 3:30.
You
So my math is
never
not-
do already. I bring you back to neon track. Okay, we do again.
Oh, 3:30. Yeah, 3:30. Oh my god. And that's a national record for the under 20.
Yeah, under 20. Correct.
So can you tell the audience how old are you right now? Okay, maybe tell us what are you doing in school. Then they can do a rough.
What I'm doing in school, I've already graduated
From?
from Victoria Junior College.
Hey,
Shout out
same
to
as
Victoria.
Vanessa.
Yeah,
So is it a
This is
VJ
a
thing?
VJ alumni
You from
gathering.
VJ?
No, I'm not lah. Kambing. I'm with you, Kambing.
Poly baby.
Yeah.
Shout out. Okay.
Who you asked to shut up?
No, just shout out. Shout out.
Shut up.
Okay. 10:30 national record under 20
Uh-huh.
and 8 in the Dubai race.
Mm-hmm, correct.
Perfect. Were you planning to do anything else there?
No, I was planning on like just like slowly focusing on the 3K because I did have it in mind of like trying to break the record. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna focus on just doing the 3K. Yeah, I'm not like certain individuals can do two races and things.
And who are you coached by? I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, so I'm coached by my VJC coach, Mr. Tan.
Okay.
And then Nicole also helps out.
Nicole, as in our
Yeah,
Nicole.
yeah.
Nicole, shout out to you too.
Yeah, to them. Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's a quite a nice setup.
I actually got a fun fact. You know, despite Faith getting the NSG records, breaking the under 20 records, guess how long have she been running already?
How long has she been running?
Yeah.
Man, I think she's new into the scene. What I don't know. I think you're new into the scene.
Guess how many years she has been
I
running?
would say 4, 3.
Yeah, you're about like
I didn't read your messages.
Really? Fake.
Wait, I have faith that she has.
Yeah.
But you're pretty new into the scene and you're already breaking records.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. That's
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, I joined like when I was like Sec 3. Actually, I think end of Sec 3. Yeah, because I used to be a swimmer.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a swimmer.
Who does
so
that?
that's why everyone thought I was gonna do steeple because like literally I can just swim in the thing, I'll be fine. But no, my hand-eye coordination, no, so I could not do steeple. But anyways, yeah, I used to be a swimmer. Then my CCA got cancelled, so I had to change CCA. So I was like, what am I gonna do with my life?
Right.
So then I was like, okay, I guess I'll just join track and field because my sister was also in track.
Okay.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And what event does your sister?
Also long distance.
Okay.
Yeah, like
And also same face. So they are
Fun fact,
triplets.
Faith is a triplet.
yeah.
Oh wow.
So I've seen all three, one in AC, VJ, and the other one in Nanyang Poly.
Oh, different schools. Okay.
Yeah, but the Nanyang Poly went to
I
football.
know every day she sees just like every day I see him I always get stressed, because I feel like he's gonna come and poach me. But then I'm already a footballer and I'm like, okay.
Wait, so you are coaching at the same time where the sister is also
Playing football.
Playing football.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You
Alright.
should get her lah. Run steeplechase also.
Exactly. See, shout out to Kira.
Actually, they are 3
Kira,
out of 4 for
we
the
will
4x4
we
team.
will register you for the next 3,000 meter steeplechase. Right? Firoz will pay for your entry fee.
The school will pay for the trip. Oh yeah. Talking about the steeplechase, right? I think with 10:30, usually how we do the calculation is just add 30 seconds to your 3K time, you can get
No,
the steeple.
I disagree.
That's your calculation, is it? I mean, not certified by
No,
World Athletics.
certified
or...
Certified by
by G.
himself.
Langovans, certified by me. Yeah.
You put
So we have
Not certified by me.
we have proven it to be true lah.
Okay.
So most
Is it?
of the steeplechase runners, right, just add about 20 to 30 seconds. Yeah.
So
what
what's
about you? Something's wrong.
Wait, Vanessa, what's your 3K time? Flat.
Okay, so I did a time trial at the start of the year. It was a 10:19. So in no way you add.
Yeah,
It's
no way.
no, it's
lah,
possible.
No way.
Okay, it's possible,
Yeah.
but honestly,
Vanessa,
Possible.
that means
You come
you
on.
have potential
I'll
to go
push you-
sub
push you
11.
through.
Yeah.
I'll push it through.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
it's quite amazing because that one
10:50.
time that I was in that water jump training, right, and then he was doing all the drills with his kids. Like his kids are so much more efficient than me, and I was like legit struggling. I was like, oh shit, cannot move, like cannot get it over, Yeah. Honestly, his kids' technique, right, is like almost perfect.
Yeah, so
Like,
if you
it's
brush up your
perfect, actually.
technique,
Okay,
Yeah.
It's
I know,
another
I
30
know,
seconds
I know.
down. Easy.
suck them. Let's go.
That's on me.
Easy game.
That's
Okay.
on me.
And again, to the audience who don't know what steeplechase is, it's
Go
an
and Google.
event that horses do
Mr. Google.
usually.
You must ask the steeplechase king, right? He's here
Firoz, can you
already.
give us a quick explanation about steeplechase?
Okay, my definition.
Okay,
I
Vanessa
want to say
again.
my
Yeah.
definition of steeplechase is that you know how long distance some people think that it's not high enough, and then they just want to add hurdles inside, and then after that,
No, I know.
crazy people think that it's still not high enough. They add one stupid
Swimming
ass
pool.
water jump over there. Yeah, so that's my definition of steeplechase.
When I know Firoz, he's really jumping all the water jump.
I actually started because I love jumping around, playing catching and stuff. So I saw water jump. Hey, it's fun in a race.
Right.
But once you start chasing after time, it's no fun, man.
Right.
Yeah, you just want to cut down your time, right? It becomes a painful race. The
Okay.
fun is gone.
Yeah. So on that, right, on the element of fun, maybe I'll start off with Firoz first.
Okay.
Why we are running away from her? She's the main guest, man.
I know.
It's coming
Okay,
again,
It's coming true. It's coming true. So now, I mean, for those who don't know, Firoz is our resident steeplechaser.
Resident,
Yeah. every time I train with him, the good old days, right? I see his backside, wow, up and down, very smooth. I mean, jumping over
Backside smooth or what's happening? What's happening?
the movement.
Oh, the movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you know what he looks at.
No choice lah,
Seth,
when I'm behind,
Shout out to Seth.
when I'm behind these guys, right,
Only can look at their asses lah.
Yeah, only can look at the ass lah. See, yeah. But in your time as a steeplechaser, I want to know there are ups and downs. How do you manage? Do you think at the start when you enter the steeplechase event, do you feel that your progression should be a linear path? Like the more you put in training, the more you should improve.
I mean, no, I don't believe in that.
Okay.
If you talk about linear progression, then probably if you are 20 years into running, you'll be breaking SEA Games, Asian Games, and probably Olympic records, man.
Yeah.
I know. I heard about Faith 4 years in running already break record already. I'm like
Exponential growth.
What happened to us, man? I mean, what happened to me?
40 years
She
in
got,
running
she
already.
got she got the Angmo blood in her lah. So it's
true,
different.
true.
Oh, nice bringing.
And
now play
Mbappe
blood.
blood.
Now play blood.
More blood now, now we're talking.
Bring in my Angmo genes.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll slowly get to her.
Yeah. Soon as
But so you feel that when you enter into the steeplechase event, because I know you also run 1,005 also, right? So do you feel that if you train for 1,005 compared to steeplechase, which one is?
Wow, that's a different story, man. I've been loving 1500 for so long, but my coach G. Langovan said I'm more suited for steeple. He said I will never make it any further for 1500. Then I said no, I want 1500. Then he said okay. But one of my IVP race when I broke 10 minutes for steeple, right? That was the
Wake up.
first year ever where steeple and 1005 separated different days.
Okay.
So back then it's always same, so I choose my favorite 1500. Yeah, but that year I think it's my second last year in IVP. I broke the 10 minutes barrier and I was the first Singaporean to have done that since 2003. And 2003 the other guy was Ilangovan himself.
Break 10 minutes.
Ilango has been breaking 10 lah.
No, but I mean, since then,
2003.
Since then no one has broken 10. Yeah. And his timing, I don't say lah, 9:24, 9:26.
Oh,
yeah. So mine was
9:59 lah, Viros.
mine was a miserable 9:59. And I didn't know. And unlike them, right, I wasn't focused on the records, nothing. So I didn't know record was 9:57. So when I finished the race, people said, "Hey, you broke record." I said, "Cannot be lah. Last time runners are all crazy.
Yeah.
Like they probably
Wait, what record? What record?
1930s.
IVP
IVP
record.
IVP.
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, so IVP was held by Ganesan, our previous 5K record holder. And I
He
was
did
thinking,
Steeplechase.
how is he with a 15:0 something for 5K? Why is he running 9:57?
Yeah.
So apparently Ilango training buddy, right? So Ilango was telling me that this fella, every steeple he will stop, he will climb. Water jump, he climb up, he jump down. So that's where he lost all.
So
all
the
his time.
technique is not there lah.
Yeah,
but he
totally
got the
there.
fitness,
Fitness
to
is there,
to
yeah.
run. Oh, okay. And you were just 2 seconds
2
behind
seconds. So I
the
was
record.
thinking, wow, what a waste. But
And that was which year?
2011.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you were-
2012 then
Shankar.
our fellow track star mate T Hari Shankar
Yeah.
broke the
The
by
record.
9:45.
Wow.
Yeah. But he wasn't in IVP, he was in Polite.
Poly. Yeah.
So did they counted?
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's all
I think
Polite, Polite is
what?
different. It's under IVP is different.
Oh, doing
Polite.
polite. He did it during polite. Oh, okay.
Okay. So who is our current IVP record holder now? Has it been broken already then?
I guess not.
Chilton?
No.
No.
Wait,
Chilton, IVP?
Chilton in IVP or Polite?
Maybe we
IVP. IVP record, let's say.
Oh no, nothing. None. No.
So
none.
it's still by N. Gunnison.
I believe so.
9:57.
Yeah.
Surely.
Want to do your masters or not, Firoz?
I think I should.
You should do your
But I will
masters.
do
Yeah.
it 10:30 now.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're
Okay,
good
enough,
here,
enough,
right? Right. But I think it's time to listen to the record holders.
Yes.
Record holders. When you start the sport, maybe go to Vanessa first. Like, do you feel that when you train and as you progress in the sport, do you feel that your progression should be linear? Like, the more you put in, the more you should expect results coming through over the
think-
years.
To a certain extent, yes. I understand there are some setbacks that come in, like maybe you suddenly get injured and everything, Last time I used to think that every race I need a PB. Last time. Yeah. But then obviously reality check come in lah, right?
Yeah.
A few races but I don't PB, I wonder like why. And then you reflect and then you think about like what you did right, what you did wrong during the race. And honestly, for me, I feel like running so many races, right? Not all my races are like a PB attempt races.
Right.
Some of them are just running it to like either win for the position. So like I don't put in like 100%. I do it like more strategically, that kind of thing. Or like, yeah, but basically, I feel like to a certain extent, as long as you like over the years you are improving, it's a good sign that you're on the correct training plan, that kind of thing. Yeah. But but there are, like I said, there are certain setbacks sometimes. So I think every time where you really feel like, okay, you had a good training block, and then after that, this is the race where you like where you really go for it, and then it shows you whether your training plan has worked or not, right? And if it doesn't work, like it doesn't work out like to what you think it would, maybe you have to go back to the drawing board and then reflect and think about what have you done wrong, or like what you could have done better during the race itself, that kind of thing. Yeah. But either way, like overall, if you're improving, you're on the right track.
Right. Okay.
Okay. How about Faith?
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of agree with like what Vanessa said. Like, I agree, if you're PBing like at every single race, then like humanity will be running like 1K in like 1 minute already. You know what I mean? Like that's just like not possible. But I do agree that like in the long run, I feel like as long as you put in the effort, you should be gradually going upwards. And kind of also, I also agree with like what Vanessa said, and I feel like I've also learned this like this year and last year, like over the past few months, that like you don't exactly have to PB at every single race.
Right.
Some races you just race just like for the experience, like so that you can like fit into your training plan, or like you learn like how to improve on your next race. And I also feel like that's also very important. For me, I feel like one of the reasons why, like I feel like when I first started running, because previously I like wasn't running at all, so when I first started and I actually like had a good training plan, my growth was like a bit like exponential.
Right.
But then I feel like right now it's like still going up, but it's not, my growth is not like as steep as like previously, because now it's like I've already gotten into running for a while compared to like when you don't run at all and suddenly you start running.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel like having to like come to terms with that it's also important. And I feel like as long as you're just gradually like improving, then I think it's okay. But yeah.
Do you feel that when that steep exponential curve has kind of tapered down, when that tapered down happened, do you feel maybe disappointed at that point in time? Because you're used to improving.
Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
Still
enjoying the high.
No. It has definitely happened.
Right.
Like especially because previously when I first started like running, so I think I started training like properly once I joined VJ, because I DSA'd there. So like once I joined VJ, at every single race I was PBing, and I was constantly improving like after each session. So I was like, wow, okay, like like I was really experiencing all the highs.
Yeah.
But then over time, like especially after I graduated, and during A-levels I had to like take a step back a little bit to study. Then that's when it really hit me that okay, like I'm not at my peak fitness level as I was like compared to last year during NSG season.
Right.
And definitely I was feeling like a little bit sad, because I'm like, why am I not improving? Why am I not PBing at every race? Which is also when I learned it's okay to not PB at every race. And that's totally normal. And I was definitely like, I couldn't understand why why this was happening. I was like, oh, am I just like becoming like worse at my sport? But then I realized that's just all part of the process.
Right.
Like sometimes you gotta go up and down, but gradually, as long as it's going upwards slowly, it's gonna be okay. And especially like during Sing Open, when I was like 1 second away from my PB. Initially I was like a little sad about it, but I'm like, it's okay, like that way that's how you improve. That's how you learn and how you're gonna improve in the next race.
Can I ask, like you say you learn that it's all part of the process, who you learn it from, or what
made you
thought,
think
like what, like
because many people will just succumb to disappointment, then they will just slowly back away.
Well, okay, for me, to be honest, initially I was like, oh, life just sucks, man. Like I'm just really bad now. But I feel like my dad, he was kind of one who like talked some sense into me. And he was one who told me like, if you're gonna be PBing at every time, then humanity we're gonna be running 1 km in 1 second by like 2050, you know. And that's when I was like, that is so true. Like that is actually so true. And I was like, I took this, and also my 1500, I took it as like just to kind of see where I'm at in terms of like training wise and like fitness wise, because you know I had taken a step back from A levels and I wanted to see, you know, where my fitness was at. Yeah.
I think your dad is just like me, eh?
Yeah. No, it's so funny. Actually, I want to point out. Like, I think playing the age card here, right? The younger athletes nowadays, their expectation is to, I want a PB
Yes.
in every race. When we were running, we were like, if PB came, we were like, oh, thank the Lord, you know, today we gotta have a feast, you know.
That's him lah. But for me, it's I'm trying to aim. I mean, similar to them. I'm
Trying to
every
conquer.
race we go in with the attempt of trying to better our time. If it
wow.
doesn't happen, never mind. Come back again. So
wow.
the thing about, I mean, for me lah, I felt it's painful, but I know that I wasn't motivated enough to train properly and being focused, right? So you know,
Right.
my uni days, I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop locking and stuff.
yeah. So I even with that, right, I was thinking of trying to take my mind off running, but apparently it didn't because I was
Yeah.
still focused on
Right.
training hard and stuff. Yeah. So it's okay not to PB like you say. So she's a mix of both, like the current generation,
Yeah.
and the mentality is
better.
what- yeah.
I think that will pretty much give her a longer runway
Yes,
when it
yes,
comes
yes,
to
yes.
sports like this.
And I also think that like because so before I learned that it's okay to not PB at every single race, I feel like before every race I would get super stressed because I would have this expectation that I need to
Yeah.
PB, I have to PB.
Yeah.
And every time before every race I'll be like so scared because I set such high expectations for myself. And I was, oh, you know, I don't want to let people down. I have to PB at every single race. But then I was like, you know, in the end it doesn't matter. Like I'm just running for myself. And that's just like on me.
Right.
So I realized like when I started to not think so much about like PBing and stuff and just like running, just like, you know, to see like just to practice racing and stuff.
Yeah.
I started to enjoy racing a little bit more instead of giving myself so much stress. Because I feel like it's very normal for everyone to be stressed before every race. Like it's normal.
Yes,
but
it's normal.
but I was stressing out like a lot before every race because I really, really wanted to PB. Yeah.
And is that something that you've learned now that you're practicing in your life, in other aspects of it?
Yes.
Like when disappointments come, do you always tell like, you know, it is what it is, you know, can't really do much about it? Do you also practice that, or are you still, you know, nervous when it comes to big things? And
it still happens.
still happens, yeah?
But I'm trying not to. Like I feel like I'm trying to predict like even like academics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, even if I don't do as well as expected, sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just dumb. Like no, this is not it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know, it's part of the process. Then I'll just learn from my mistakes and I'll do even better.
Right.
Like yeah, I'm trying to like slowly apply that to other things in my life as well.
Very nice, very
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's working out fine.
And Vanessa, can you do you share similar things that happen? You know, you said that you want a PB in every race as well. Do you also have that
Stress.
nervousness, that stress, anxiety when you're towing the line?
Yeah, I mean, I think I shared previously in the previous podcast.
Yes, in the previous Bob. Have you listened to previous
Go
podcast,
listen.
Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like it's all about managing mental health, right? Yeah, and basically I probably need to take into consideration like what works for me personally lah. That's why I say I did cheer a bit to get my mind off of running, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Then yeah, I think eventually it's just when I didn't give myself so much stress and I just wanted to run to be good enough for myself, then everything became a lot easier. Yeah. So that was how I low-key managed the mental stress. And I feel like this is very good for longevity wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, when people don't manage their mental stress, like especially with the sport, then people just tend to quit very early.
Yeah, get burnt
yeah,
out.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean like we see that a lot.
Yeah.
In like today's age. Like, okay, I mean you're a coach, right? You have all these young kids. What do you think? You know, like how do you, as like a coach, do you help them with
I
their
try,
mental stress? Yeah.
but it's
okay.
failing.
Oops.
No, as in, I mean, my way of trying is not to push them too hard, but they keep thinking that whatever I'm giving is hard, so they find it tough and they they can't hold on to this kind of lifestyle. Yeah.
See,
But
that-
I think the
that's
problem I put it down to it boils down to the fact that they don't have a goal. They don't have a big goal. So all they aim for is like riding the wave. Like IPB, okay, I'm happy. Otherwise, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's always like a very fine line, right?
Right.
Like, is it like, are they just pussies, or are they like, is it because like they really
have a
have
goal
poor
and-
mental health?
okay.
You know? Yeah. And like, how do we find a way to have a better longevity for like all these young people
Right.
that are running right now? Because okay, I understand for guys, right? Like, you know, maybe you all want to like reach for the skies, that kind of thing. But then you all have this sudden stop when you go to NS
Right.
for 2 years.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that's a very difficult process. But as like for females, right? The female scene, the high performance female scene is obviously a lot poorer than the male one. And the
Okay.
thing is, we don't even have NS. So like, what is going on there? Like,
Right.
is it like
Right.
in terms of like,
Self expectations.
like, are we not helping them enough in terms of managing their mental health? Is that why they quit? You know, that kind of thing?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so lah. I think Singapore's I mean my opinion is Singapore's problem is our lifestyle
Okay.
and the fact that we are chasing after paper qualifications and money, career.
I don't disagree, but I think to Vanessa's point, then what sets the female sporting scene versus the men? Because if all of us are chasing paper and lifestyle and stuff, we'll all be in shits, right? But she's trying to say that the women's scene is it's slightly slower than the men's scene in terms of regards to performance.
Yeah.
And we have NS
Yeah.
and they don't. So in that 2 years of that gap, that 18 to 20, what's going through their mind?
Yeah.
Maybe they need to go through NS.
I was about to say that. Feels like my mind so well.
Nah.
All right. Shout out to Defense Minister.
I think to implement NS, right, we gotta start from sports school.
Yeah, they're probably the best qualified to do so.
That's another topic. Sports school.
Okay. Okay.
It's a nice sharing, and we are going into the topic of injury. Very sensitive topic, but it's a very important topic. I've never been injured my whole life. Just kidding. I've always been injured. But for Faith, right? You did some really good record-breaking runs, but you were also hit with some injuries. Could you just give us?
Okay. Yeah. So actually, one of my lows was actually like trying to think of the years 2023.
Yeah.
Like start of 2023, end of 2022. So basically, after 2022 NSG, we made it a goal for me to break the NSG 3K record. So that has always been my goal. And then, because I think I was like 4 seconds away.
Right.
Yeah, in 2022. So I was very determined. So we were training really hard for it. And even during end of years, I was still training because I really wanted to break the record in April of 2023. And then, I don't know, maybe I trained a bit too hard. And also, that's also on me because my coach would tell me to rest on Sunday, but then I won't rest on Sunday. Yeah, guys, don't do that. Rest is key. I learned that rest is key. Now I know rest
Gotta
is key.
listen to your body sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other way.
Yeah.
Could also train me go and rest. But anyways,
Wait, keep it to the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
keep going.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so so I was training really hard for it, and then after that I got shin splints in December. And my body was taking such a long time to recover from all my workouts and everything, and I was wondering why, but my brain was still like, oh, I guess just gotta run more on Sundays. I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyways.
You see, Firo's eyes, the eyeball come out already. Very big already. To treat shin splints is to run more on Sunday.
And then I was like, oh, maybe my shin's just not used to running or something. I don't know. Okay, but
go.
basically I learned rest is key. Okay, rest is key. Anyways, so I started getting shin splints, and then shin splints take a really long time to recover.
Yeah.
So I went to my physio and everything, and then they're like, okay, just like legit just stop running, just do cross training. And this was already in Jan, so we're already starting like to do
Race specific.
intervals, like
Yeah.
race specific things.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding? You're doing race specific things and I'm not even doing it. So Mr. Tan, of course, he loves his zero, like the zero, and it's facing the track. Okay, so he will make me go on the zero and then like do. So I was only doing aerobic stuff. I wasn't even doing speed work.
Pause. What is zero?
Okay.
Yeah, what's
it's
zero?
like our
Is it right?
our Mr. Tan bought this zero gravity running
crazy
machine.
expensive.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
like
the one
when
you
you're
wrap around your hip and then
No,
you
it's
sit
not
on.
like that.
That one
It's a
is
different
a next
version.
level
Oh,
of
okay,
content.
okay.
But
Yeah.
basically, he bought a version of that,
Okay.
and like we have this area where we have all the machines which is like facing the track. So like that's where we do like our cross training last time. Yeah, so we have like different machines. We have like
all
the
the
Summit
machines
that
in
he
the
loves, his favorite machine.
Okay.
And then we have like, you know, those bikes, stationary bikes, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. And we also like this is a newer machine for him. Like it wasn't there when I was there.
Okay.
But basically this in a sense like a zero gravity running
So
machine.
effort like
yeah.
weightless running.
Weightless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
run and it's really cool. You can see your strides and everything in front.
okay.
Like your stride length and everything as you're running.
Right.
So basically he made me go onto that. And I don't know, it feels really weird like to run on that. Like I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah.
But after a while I became a pro because I was on it like every single day. Because I could not run. Like even at that my shin splints was so bad, right? That when I walked it hurt.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, so then I knew, okay, yeah, something's going on. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't even know if I can do this anymore. And then even, like, Mr. Tan was like, okay, like, you know what? Like, I think he wasn't trying to, like, stress me out too much. So then he was like, okay, you know what? If you cannot break, it's okay.
Yeah.
When he told me that, right, I think my heart just broke. I was like, no, I cannot. I was like, I need to break it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I will break it no matter what.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I have to. Then I was like, I can't, like, for that to come from him.
Right.
So I was like, okay. So I just did 0 and I was like, okay, you know what, anything, I'll just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So I just did 0 like every day. And the thing was, so one thing I like about running is that like because of the community, like when you run with people, you know, sometimes you don't really want to go for training, but then you know, okay, you're gonna meet your friends, it's gonna be fine after school, right? But because I was on the 0, so I'd be on the 0 and everyone else is gonna be like running doing the intervals in front of the track, like chilling, having fun, talking, and then I'm over here like alone on the 0 and I could literally watch them having fun doing intervals, and I'm like, wow, that life seems so fun.
Right.
And then I'll be here. But because 0 is just aerobic stuff, right? So I would start early and end later. So
Right.
training started at 4:30, but I started at 4. Then training ends at 6:30, but I'll end at 7.
Right.
So by the time, you know, like usually when you first come into training, everyone's talking and stuff.
Yeah.
But then like I won't be there because
Right.
I'll be on the 0.
Yep.
And then when they end training, they're stretching, cooling down, talking about life. I'm also not there because I'm still on the 0.
Yeah.
So when they come and when they leave, I practically didn't even see them. I only saw them far away, like over there. So like that felt really bad, and I was doing that for like 2 months, still like fat.
Right.
Like that was all I was doing. So you know that was definitely like really sad. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, is this even gonna help? Am I just wasting time? So yeah, I was definitely really sad. But then after that, you know, I trusted the process. And then in March, my shin splints finally recovered. And then I think I actually had more motivation to train, and I think that really helped.
Right.
Because my stamina was still there from all my 0, and I had I hate speed. Like I do not like doing intervals. Like no, that's just my number one most hated workout. Like every time it's intervals day, I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go. But because I hadn't done it for so long,
Right.
when I went to this workout, oh my gosh, I like it was so freeing. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this, and I was like, what is going on? So I was like I was performing very well during like all the intervals and stuff, and like I feel like I could cope. So I think because of that time off, and it just so happened that like in Jan and Feb, I was also a little bit burnt out already. So I feel like maybe it was kind of like fate that I got injured, although it's not a good thing, but it was what made me like rediscover my love again for running,
Right.
which came just in time in March. So March, I was doing my intervals really well, I was really performing, and then after that we're like, okay, you know what, actually I think I can do it.
Ready.
Yeah. So then after that it happened in April, and it was
This was the 3,000
1500.
1500, and this was the one where it was a 24-year-old record.
Yeah.
no, I did the 3K was first.
Okay.
So actually, funny story, I didn't even know about the record, the 1500 record.
Yeah.
I was only aiming for 3K.
Right.
So I broke the 3K record during the heats.
Right.
Because my game plan was, okay, the heats is gonna be, the weather's gonna be better than the finals day. So I broke the record during the heats. And then after that, the day before the 1500, I was like, let's just check out what's the record for 1500. Like just for fun.
Yeah.
Like legit the night before. I
Right.
was like, Mr. Tan, what's the record by the way? And then I think it was like 454.
454.
Yeah, 454 was the
454.
record. Then he was like, you try, but if cannot, then it's okay.
No
Then
way,
I was
Mr.
like,
Tan.
then I was like, maybe can lah. I was like, okay, no, I'll see how I'm feeling.
Right.
And then we'll go from there. And then it was also my first time running at Sports Hub.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I love running there. I actually love it. And like the vibes were so good. And then after that, when I was running, like, I could see everyone. And then after that, like the first 2 laps, I felt good. And then I was like, you know what, I actually think like I can speed up. So the third and fourth, I speed up. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I did it! Like shocker. Yeah, so anyways. Yeah,
Wow.
that was a pretty cool thing. Yeah.
And this name, Rama Begum.
You know
I
what?
met her. Yes, I met her
Same
once.
age as you, right?
Your uncle. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, what?
Actually, I don't know. I mean, probably same age, probably. But after that, I've never seen her after
Okay.
her secondary school years, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
How old is she
legit.
now even?
She's same year as you.
Is it me? I'm not.
I don't know.
idea.
I've never heard of
it's
her
during my
until-
time.
Huh?
Like
During your time,
I don't know whether she was older, younger, because I was not very well versed with the scene yet at that
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
when I was training with Swift at that point of time, yeah, in poly, she was still lingering.
Can I ask, right? So, I'm curious. I know Faith broke the 1500 NSG record, and on paper here, it was a 24-year record belonged to Raman Begum.
No, Rama.
Rama.
Without the N.
Yeah. Which is at ET time. And then there's this lady.
ET is electronic time.
Yeah, electronic time. Yeah. And then there's this lady called Zhang Cui Ying.
Swing.
Yeah, which is a hand time. But I
Hana,
don't really
right?
know.
That's Hana, right?
No, I don't know.
1500. eh?
1500.
Yeah, Zhang Zuiying isn't that Zuiying the Hana, that lady with who used to run with us at Bukit Gombak?
Oh, is it her?
I think it's her. I think
Cannot be lah.
I think she held some records.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from what I understood. So yeah, sorry, carry on with what I was saying.
No, I said,
Hand time.
do you know the other lady as well?
Ah,
Just to give context,
the
you
other
know.
one,
Okay.
I think I've met her once or twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But that was a 24-year-old record that she broke for the 1,500 meter. Do you know the 3,000 meter, how old the record was?
Oh, it's quite young.
Yeah, it was quite young. 2016.
Oh, okay.
2016. I think it was actually Nicole.
It was Nicole. Yes, it was
Oh,
Nicole.
it was
It was Nicole. Then after that, it was
So shout out to
Chin Chen.
Nicole again.
Yeah, that was Chin Chen. Then after that, it was me. It was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. So it's just a few
It
years
was pretty
old.
new.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job. Well done.
Great job.
So what is, if you would say, I think you've said it many times, what would you say to the younger
Eh,
audience?
wait. Her injury.
Oh no, is it her injury as well? Oh yes. Sorry, my bad. What would be your injury story that you want to share?
No, I think we all like, shin splint is like very common.
Injury,
right,
yeah.
among us, yeah.
So anything major?
I did. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
back in JC also shin splints. The time I was with Ilan Govan, there was this one time where like I had very bad
hip.
shin splints.
Or shin splint?
Shin splints, yeah. It's
yeah?
all shin splints. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean like
Oh.
eventually I did find a way to manage this lah. I go research myself, what can I do? Like what kind of shoes should I wear? Run
Alright.
on grass, softer ground, that kind of thing. Eventually like
Managed.
I still manage it, like up to this day. I'm a bit scared
Mm.
it will come back. Yeah, so I mean after I haven't had it for like a few years, so that's very great. But like the starting few years
Yeah.
of my running journey, like definitely recurring shin splints.
Got it.
There was this one time, right, where it got so bad. Now that like I'm like, I refuse to stop running. I
Right.
refuse. Right? Now that like I come back, I tell coach, yes, I can do this workout today, I can do it. Now that I stopped halfway because it was like pain.
Painful,
Now
yeah.
that I go him, I'm like, I cry,
Yeah.
I go him, I really want to do it. I really think, yeah.
no.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
took me out for 2 months, but like I said, like the whole time I was just like, okay, I really, because honestly, I love intervals. I'm not afraid, but I love intervals.
No,
Yeah.
see, but I like circuit and you don't.
Okay, yeah,
So
okay, it's different
a
thing.
little bit different.
I hate gym. Okay, yeah, but yeah, so basically, like, the entire time I was cross training, right? Like, I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna like commit 2 months to it, make sure that I recover properly, and I get back to it again. The whole time I was like, basically, like, I want to go back.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, basically the same story. But I think, other than injury, right, really the thing that sucks is the thing that you really cannot control, which is for us, right, like girls it's our period.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, that really broke me. I mean, okay, honestly, injury gives you setbacks, but I think for us, like, a period is a whole other thing that we need to handle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was this one time where I completely quit Steeplechase because there was this one time I was training very well and my training told me I can do it, I can break the record right then. Right? And then the night before, I suddenly had this like super huge and heavy ass period. Like
Okay.
it was quite abnormal lah. It was
Yeah.
abnormally heavy. And it drained the energy out of me. Yeah,
Right.
it did. So like on the race day itself, I really tried. Honestly, getting a bit into detail there, but basically like, we have tampons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it couldn't even last like half an hour.
Right.
So during the warm up, after warm up, I had to go change
Change
it
again,
because it was
yeah.
already overflowing.
Right.
Now that like I was, it was very concerning because you're running steeplechase and I'm like, my tampon is already full, like
Right.
yeah,
You
and then
go
I know where to change it. Then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, never mind, I'm just gonna run this. And then I felt very lethargic, and then I just didn't break a record back then. Yeah, so So after that, after I passed the finishing line, I really started crying. I was like, why is this happening? I don't understand, I trained so hard. Yeah. So after that, I was very sad. Then honestly, I went out to cry. And then Nicole like comforted me. But basically when I went back to Singapore, I told coach that I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I don't want to set up hurdles. I don't want to do like steeplechase training anymore. Yeah.
Super dejected.
Yeah. But it was like really something I couldn't control. So that was something that took me out for steeplechase for a very, very long time.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean like recently I got back to it and I'm just like, you
I did it. I broke the record.
I broke the record. I'm good. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, I mean that was not the first time, but that was one of the major setbacks that I had with regards to my period. But it's really not the first race that I lost because of this period as well. Yeah. NSG as well. There was this like cross country race. Honestly, my J2 year, right, I was very strong. Me and Nicole training, right, wow, really neck. All our trainings. And during the first few races before NSG cross country, right, I was actually winning those races. Yeah, even by like that 1 or 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah, my final kick always like overtook her. But during NSG itself, it's the same thing. Like the night before, it just came.
Right.
And then after that, I was like, I came in second.
Yeah.
But I was very disappointed because like I couldn't give her the fight that she deserved.
Right.
Yeah. And then I came in like 30 seconds behind her.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I feel really very dejected by them. But really like this is the kind of thing that it's really out of my control. And like I feel sad about it, yes. But then you gotta get over it after a while. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But so it's a monthly issue that you have to face with, lah.
Yeah.
It's whether it's going to be heavy or not. That's the only issue, right?
And I feel it's more than just feeling the pain of a period, but it's that anxiety and that build up when the period comes. You're feeling like, oh shit, is it gonna come? The event is gonna come. Everything is coming to that one event, and it's gonna make you feel even more stressed.
Okay, to be honest, right?
Right.
I don't get it very regularly.
Okay.
And sometimes like, when you're training high and all these kind of things, I feel like I got asked some of the female runners also, they also don't really get it regularly. So that every time we have like a race coming up, we're like, shit, is it coming? Can we check? When do you
And you also can't predict it.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
so
yeah.
irregular that you're like, it's just randomly gonna come.
Yeah, man. Wow. So
Yeah, definitely.
something you gotta manage. So,
It's a
Not speaking
thing
from
that we won't
experience,
know.
okay.
But do you think that it affects badly? Yeah, like your training or...
Honestly, no. I'm like, every time it comes, I'm like, no lah, I'm not a pussy lah. Just whatever. Just do it, right? It's not an excuse for me to do badly in training or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to give myself an excuse.
Right.
But it's really when I get the abnormal heavy ones that really drains me, right? That like, I like have to tell myself, okay, this is what my body is saying right now.
Listen
If
to
I
it.
need to rest, I will rest.
Yeah.
I have just come to accept it over the years lah. Yeah, because it's just listening to your body.
Right.
Yeah.
So both of you, if you could give a few words to the younger audiences about dealing with injury, what would you say? Faith, go.
Rest is key.
No
is
Sunday
key.
runs.
Get a zero machine as well.
No Sunday runs.
No Sunday runs. And Vanessa, go.
Okay, I mean, really taking in stride. If you really need a rest, listen to your body.
Right.
Yeah. And listen to your coach. You say you need to cross train and don't run.
Yeah.
Maybe you listen to your coach.
Exactly. And Ravin's once a wise man said,
So you want
said so.
you want to review how our secrets of longevity is 10 years ago?
He should reveal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm by the book, man.
I don't know what you're
Also by the book.
Yeah,
But I
only
know
him.
that we were leaning onto our gang leader here.
Resident mental health promoter.
His quote is the body is like a temple. You must listen to it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel like doing it, I don't do
Don't
it.
touch my body, okay? Don't touch my body. It's a temple.
Stop it, huh? Okay. Now, I think we're coming close to the end of this conversation.
Yeah. No, very
Is there
good.
something you want to ask the ladies?
Oh, no, they shared their wisdoms or advice really.
Yeah, advice, not injury, not those injury.
Anything.
More about
Yeah,
like-
general advice.
So I heard you mentioning about them being pussies nowadays and stuff, right? But I got got me thinking that it's more towards having a goal rather than being pussy. If you have something in mind you want to chase after, regardless of whatever you're going through, you want to step on the track and want to train hard. Even though when coach tells you to rest, you still want to go hard. It's about the goal. It's not about being pussy. But so do you all have anything to get these kids to set something in mind and go for it?
And not just kids, actually. I think it's even for adults.
Yeah. Don't say kids lah. I mean,
Yeah.
general, right?
In
You know,
general, yeah.
there could be 40-year-old listening also.
Because we want, yeah.
Why you laugh? What are you talking about? Why you laugh?
40-year-old listening.
No, hey. Speaking from experience.
Probably.
Yeah, we want to have a larger pool because Singapore is
Yeah.
already so small, right?
Yeah.
Larger pool so that we can actually pick out talents. Say like one.
I
just
think-
came up.
Yeah, I think to be honest, having a goal is very important. Like having a goal is one thing, and also, like having a plan towards getting to that goal. Like you know, some people they just say, "Oh, I want to do," it, but they don't know how they're gonna do it. And also, I feel like. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Okay. Because I'm not a psychologist, but then like I don't know what motivates people, and like I really feel like some people just have it, some people don't, right? And I don't know how to help those people that do, to be very honest. Yeah, so I can't really give any advice for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then maybe what motivates you then to continue doing this sport?
National rank.
That no lah, but okay, honestly, ever since I started, right, I think it's different. Like ever since I started on a high. I've been winning races like with Nicole, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I think I find a lot of joy in running, making like the friends that I made in the community and everything. That really
Keeps you going.
keeps me going, yeah. And also like my results and like personally what I want to achieve.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
I remember what I have to say now.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
Welcome back.
Yes, thanks.
Welcome back to Try
Having
Science
a goal.
Talks.
Having a goal is one thing, and also like you know sometimes I feel like it's easy to get burnt out, but I feel like as long as like you need to remind yourself why you started this in the first place. Like you know you said like having the community and stuff like that, and I also feel like that is very important. Like remembering, okay, like sometimes you don't want to run or like you're like, why am I doing this to yourself? Yeah, why? Like ask yourself that question, like why did you get into running? And then try and remember what you enjoy about running. You know, I feel like sometimes, especially, you know, for people who compete, you know, sometimes like getting the results like clouds their mind a little too much.
Right.
And like, you know, it takes the fun away from it because you're constantly wanting to like, you know, get results, break records and stuff like that. But I think, you know, you still have to like really think about it and, you know, remind yourself about why this is fun to you and like why you started it. Yeah.
And it can get hard to remind yourself because while you're going through a lot of things like breaking records, the fame, the glory, you know, you tend to forget. And then when you hit a slump, then suddenly you start to think and like, hey shit, why am I doing this again? So always remember, guys, why do you start? Why did we start the podcast, guys? Do you remember? Because we had nothing to do during COVID. All right, I think we have come to a really nice end. Melvin, last words? Any?
No. I don't have any last words.
Okay.
The one thing I'm curious to know, you don't have to answer, and it's throwing out to everyone here lah. If you can be the president of Singapore Athletics for one day,
Whoa!
what is the one thing and the first thing you want to change?
One day you can't make the change, bro.
No, that doesn't matter. If you got the power,
The power.
what is the first thing you want to change or introduce? Well, I see Vanessa already.
I'm not gonna answer this question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we come back to this question
Can, no problem.
next
no
week?
problem.
Unless you two have something that you want to say now.
No.
Oh, wait, she's got something.
No, I don't have anything for now.
Everyone's very nice here. No, don't worry.
yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
You threw this curveball, man. You should have told me this
that's
question
why.
like 1 hour earlier. I would have.
Let's stop. I'm prepared for this.
I think Melvin has an answer to that.
Yeah, okay,
Melvin,
Melvin,
how about you?
Of course, I've answered to a lot of things.
Right. Okay, Melvin, if you're the
Yeah,
president
yeah,
of
okay.
Singapore Athletics, yeah.
Right, welcome the president of SA, Melvin Wong.
So I do think that, you know, if I had the power and the resources to change things, I think the one thing I would really want to introduce is role models for the sport. Because ultimately, right, like what Vanessa said, I cannot force someone to have a goal. Right? You cannot force someone to set a goal for yourself high enough or even ambitious enough for you to chase it. Ultimately, you got to start from within. But I do feel that from, that's a recent case of Joseph Schoolings. His Olympic gold medal, right, has spurred another whole generation of swimmers wanting to be like him. Right. And that is something that you never thought of at all until someone breaks that ceiling.
Right.
So I'm not saying that we need to produce an Olympic champion, but I think we need to produce a role model that's in a similar mold that could have a nationwide impact.
Right.
The likes of 1993, 1994, the Dream Team in Kallang Stadium, right? The when the national team, when the football team was our national sport, we go there, 50,000 people singing, doing the Kallang Roar, roaring the team through the Malaysia Cup. Even though we lost in 1993, the Malaysia Cup final, we came back strong and win the double. Right? Even with 2 or 3 foreigners, we come together as what we call the strong fighting unit. So I don't feel that if there is one thing that we could do is to be able to develop a role model that we could have a good impact on. Because then, you see, the next generation of athletes like yourselves. You guys could actually you girls can be a role model right now for people out there who are listening in.
Right.
Yeah.
My role model is sitting here, by the way.
Yeah.
Spiros. I told him before. It's honestly the truth. When I started running, I always looked up to Spiros because I could never win him.
Yeah.
But the day I won him, kick my ass. Let's role model, baby. Let's go. No, but legit. I look at him.
Feroz, you're also my role model, no?
Hey, don't bluff. Don't bluff.
Serious.
Everyone's.
That's why I aim for your ass.
Different kind of role model.
Alright. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
President, for your.
Thank you. Thank you,
Aspiring
President of Flex Sector.
You let Lian know about this.
Yeah. Okay.
Take care, guys.